Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Sangappa, for that introduction. Good afternoon to all the participants. I think I'm sure that this is going to be a very learning exercise for you with regard to millets overview, with all the content that is being properly planned so that it may be taken to that. Now, we are all moving from food security to nutrition security. India is moving very fast from this because we have already attained the food security. Actually, the Green Revolution was concentrating on this food security in terms of providing quantity of the food. So now that the thinking, the paradigm shift, what we can see is that people are looking for the quality of food. That's the reason today millet is being rediscovered as a nutri-cereal, as a smart food, and the most newly branded name is Shree. Shree is, the glory of millets. So the branding takes us to a next stage where we can position India as a global hub for millets, and the entire ecosystem is being built. Of course, we are talking about a grain which is grown by the farmers for their own consumption. Today, the shift has been that he should be able to grow for your sake and my sake. There are two reasons why today millets have come to the forefront. One is about the nutrition, second is about the climate change. So the climate change, which is happening very fast, under these circumstances, millets are going to be hardy crops with low water footprints, zero carbon footprints, and environmentally friendly. So knowing all these factors, I think one has to really just bat for this, because in today's context, whatever a crop which has a low carbon footprints, commodity which has that is the most preferred grain for profiling in a industry also. So that gives us an advantage both in India as well as the global. So, but the International Year of Millets, which is declared into the last March 2021, on the 4th of March by the United Nations General Assembly. Today we see that the run-up for the International Year is gone, and we have come to the center stage of the International Year of Millets. And we are also gearing up for the next 4 months with various programs. So from here, we are also preparing, especially an institute like us, which is now declared as the Global Center of Excellence, has a greater role to play beyond 2023. Because the science of millet is not known or partially known by various countries. India has to take a lead in really deciphering the science of millets and make impress upon. We have our brand ambassador, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, who is in the forefront, taking millets to the next level. So with all this positivity, our responsibility not lies in one single institute, but with all other institutes. Now this institute has been credited. Now these are two pictures. What you are seeing is one onto the left hand, Indian Institute of Millet Research, and onto the right hand side, the commercial facade for the Indian Institute of Millet Research, what we call as a Nutrihub. Now this has changed the turn millets world upside down, in the sense the crop is now being commercialized. So now this particular Nutrihub is a Section 8 company hosted by Indian Institute of Millet Research, and it's a business incubator in the most renewed space, what we call as a sector-specific millets. They are established and hosted by Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Indian Institute of Millet Research, Hyderabad. We are situated in Agri-Hub of India, where there are other hubs also, including Tea Hub of Telangana, which is quite famous. We have in PJTSU Ag Hub, E-Idea, another hub which is there. So we are among those hubs, agri hubs, and we have ideally named it as a Nutrihub and helping to the technology. So the speciality of this hub is we help the technology to the startups who takes to the last mile connectivity, connecting with the consumers. Started all the journey 2016, but before that, we have a good architecture in place. Indian Institute of Millet Research, we realized there is a great need for us to fill the gaps that are there in the value chain. So we were working in the backward integration, trying to set that farmers and pharma producer organizations and give a more reliable backward integration so that the supply may not be hindered to the startup companies or any other commercial ventures. So otherwise what happens, they will go take up these products for a season and they'll have to close their business. So it is very important for us to strengthen the backward supply. With the help of ITC that we could do that. But real architecture is that Department of Science and Technology with the processing facilities and physical office space they have provided for testing the product and making it market fit for the startups. So they have provided a very huge grant of close to 10 crores. Of course, we have the strong foundation of technology and crop improvement, technology on food processing, technology on crop processing, crop improvement. Further subsequently supported by RKVY Raftar, training and grant in support, so that the entrepreneurs may be given financial aid to continue their business, which I'm going to speak. Agri-business incubator of ICAR, where R&D of new products and piloting facility for startups. Now our framework is, we do R&D, new product development, shelf life studies, also providing not just market available cultivars, but from among the germplasm what we have identified specific end products, specific cultivars which are suitable for specific product. Now, the training on product technologies like this, we have an ignition program, we have a cooking with millets, where several other thematic areas we conduct the training program and build their capacity. We have a list of mentors which are of very learned. So they will, and the networking that which we take up is a very big one. So when we validate the idea, people are coming with an innovative idea, business modeling, go-to-market strategies, and market linkages, and many other things will be mentored because we have financial mentoring. Then we have physical, technical. See, all types of mentoring is undertaken here. So those who are away from Hyderabad, we provide still handhold such startups with business, legal, and all other things, regulatory issues to support the startups. Seed funding also. So we prepare the project report and submit it to government of in grant in aid program. Fundraising, we use the investors and other connects, how we can provide a virtual, what is this? Venture capitalist and angel investors who can invest, which is not a grant in aid. There are government programs where we also try to converge, just like Agri Infrastructure Fund, backward MSME fund, to support the farm. Because all need not get from the grant in aid support through the RKVY support which we are doing. So we so see the multiple areas. We provide a promotion, various programs that which we take up, and policy advocacy also. Various state governments we are working with. Our competitive advantages, entire value chain. This is what the biggest thing, and the linkages that which we provide, private labors, incubators, policy bodies, everybody in the sector of millets they have a direct or indirect linkage. We have a tech repository, 60 plus technology, 500 plus recipes for transfer. I told you processing facility, we have a state-of-art common facilities which will be provided for the startups at a cost so that they can produce their product and then go to the market and sell it. So international promotion we are doing, national recognition, already we got second best incubator, investor linkages also. So I have already said product development that which we take up, facilities, networking and linkages that we have across various stakeholders, launchpad training, funding support also, mentoring. Two important training programs that are offered for the startups. Agri entrepreneurship, seed support funding. First one is those who have just an idea, they come and we will provide them all the support for establishing a business, including the financial support up to 5 lakh rupees. Those who have an idea, innovative idea, then we are willing to support them. Second thing is Engrain, what we call as Engrain, which is a seed support funding. All those startups who are in the market for 1 year at least, they will be provided training, technology, and business establishment. Here, the funding support will up to 25 lakhs. Now, we are trying to increase this amount also, but let us see what will happen. International Year of Millets that now the several batches happen. I am going to tell you more. But in addition to that, technology entrepreneurship development program is one thing. These are regular programs. Startup ignition program, cooking with millets. Most of these programs are paid programs. So we take things forward. So this is the value chain that which we built. One is backward integration, how people are aggregate the products after collecting from the farmers and then sell it or procured by the ITC. Now the nutritional evaluation, diversifying the primary and secondary processing technology and making them ready to eat and ready to cook products. Earlier it was only chapati that was there. Now we have built up such a facility with the scaling up of machinery. You can see here, beautiful primary processing that is going on. Our entire value chain expertise, you can see in conducting various programs, commercializing some of these products, building linkages with the farmers in the backward side, consumers in the forward side, and with the help of the popularization program, we take them forward. Now, can you just imagine so many technologies available today are primarily because of the innovation that has come here. We have disrupted the regular gluten or the protein manipulation to make the products. In processing, you require that sticking. The stickiness comes through the protein formation called gluten formation. That is absent in millets. Despite that, so that's the reason not much technologies were developed in the past. But we were working for the past 15 years and we have brought out, diversified our technologies by manipulating the starch instead of protein and made these things possible. That's an innovation that which we brought out. Now today, what earlier only roti was there, today you have puffs, you have flakes, you have baking products, you have vermicelli pasta, you have hot extrusion technologies, fortified technologies, mixes, and several other technologies on par with wheat and rice. And these are some of the machinery that which we built. There was no machinery that was available when we started our effort. Not only we built the prototypes at the lab scale, but now we are commercializing and putting them on the large scale for the sake of farmers. For strong linkages, this is what is dictated, whether it's international institute, national, local institute in Hyderabad, NGOs, hospitals, venture capitals, extension and development. There are various reasons how there is a, but you see that the R&D has been 36%, agriculture and food research. Now, collaboration technology. So through startup engagement, we see in the last year itself, 46 startups incubated, 12 MOU collaborations, and 20 batches graduated, 19 startup ignition training programs, and 5 trainings for cooking with millets, and several groups supported with the training. So now we have tied up with bigger companies like PepsiCo, Tata Soulful, ITC, Nestle, Britannia, HUL, Booler, Bond Technology. Collaboration with research and development. Now, it could be PG-IIMR, Chandigarh, IIT Kharagpur, Niften, Kundli, designing retrofitting of machinery, plant-based proteins, meat and dairy analogs. Industry on various aspects has been taken. So, primarily ICR institutes, research organization and industry, the strength has been quite good. Now, promotional advantage to our incubators is that they can make use of what is the generic information that which we flow through that. Now, this year being International Year of Millets, the Government of India has come up with several promotional aspects. This is what you can see we do with social media, some of the events, some through the FM radios, with our mobile promotion, literature. We just try to see our startups, how beautiful they are with their logos, and many more are there. Now, totally, we are hand-holding 300 startups out of 500 who have been coming, who have come to the sector just in 4-5 years period. So some of them are graduating, doing very well. Some of them are still lagging behind, but their packaging and branding is exemplary. So these millet startups come from various backgrounds. 50% of them are women. Many are from business schools, IITs. You cannot just count anything to replace, because the type of the products are wide ranging. So a lot of innovation is there, not much repetition, but blending with the different millet, blending with different things, very, very important. A beautiful packaging, I am sure that you all agree, and the product range is also quite good. And not only that, what we do is we will help them to work with us and improve the products also. So joint technology refinement and development is also a possibility. This way, some technologies have emerged out, and we wish that many more to come. So R&D lab facilities, where the startup companies availed our labs facility. So we conduct different types of R&D things for them, because for the startup, they don't have so much of money to do that. Now, they use our common facility center, and we earn the money for making it more successful. It's a lot of grains of various things. Now, impact so far since 2017, Nutrihub is about 250 licenses commercialized, 77 technologies developed, 34 value added under Eat-Right brand are commercialized. Now you can see the statement 103 and 140. We could only trace and say that what is the impact that is one has done. Not only that, see the employment that is generated and the investment, combined investment of about 250 crores is a very laudable thing within a short period of time. Social impact is about 565 crores. We could reach about 15 states. 5 million farmers are linked up, out of which SC and OBC forms about 55%. These are some of the publications which are very, very important. You can see in different languages, including the global language of Japanese also. Very beautiful resources and books and literature on nutrition part, technologies part, and the latest being international recipes, which is distributed across various embassies that are located. Some more books you can see. Now, this is the way our startup companies, make them provide a platform so that they go and pitch for getting money for their startup company, in addition to grant in aid that which we provide to them. There are innovation challenges. They can come up with an R&D contribution, and they can win some of the prizes also. Now, we have an annual event called National Nutri-Cereal Convention. Normally, it happens in September. This time we are pushed to November because our venue was not available. So I invite all of you to be part of it. Dr. Sangappa will be able to give you more details. It's going to be 9 to 10 at HICC Hotel Novotel in Hyderabad. A very big event. All the stakeholders will be there. So there's a great learning that could happen. Millet cooking challenge will be is also being conducted with some of the chefs there on the process. We see that road shows that can be normally be conduct is being inaugurated by that state minister. So these are some of the pictures of the last year National Nutri-Cereal Convention. So we received an award for leader with strategic vision. So with this, I think what I want to tell you is that we have a greater responsibility to take this startups to the next level acceleration. Today, Prime Minister is encouraging many people, and you can see that he's projecting our Indian startups, because India is now 5th largest exporter of millets and taking forward. So we would like to see that all our startups nurtured are being very highly recognized by the government of India to take them forward as brand ambassadors of Nutrihub, Indian Institute of Millet Research. I think that is one big thing, to project India as a global hub of millets. With this, there are so many challenges that keep coming about coming as an entrepreneur, then becoming an exporter, then the regulatory issues, there are shelf life issues, whole lot of things. But having said this thing, earlier it was a supply was adequate, demand was less. Now today it has become reverse. The demand is increasing and we put that supply is decreasing. So we are making all out efforts, as Dr. Director Madam also told about how to enhance the productivity in this country. Increase the seasons, measure what is there before us for our. So, but in any case, these are some of the coordinates that are there for us. Now, today we are there to transfer the technologies through Nutrihub, build up the big companies' strengths, and take things forward. Thank you once again, Dr. Over